you know, that I think, because I think that's the nature of our Kundalini. And I mean, it's the nature of everything, right? Like in life, when we want to master something, we need to, it's not so much that we put one time really good attention to it, but like on and on, we need to practice, and then we become good at something. So it's here, it also works in a similar way. All right.
So like from the past few days, I've been. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. It's just occasionally it's a little bit interrupted. So, but yeah, so for the past few days.
Yeah, so from the past few days, I'm doing this thing. So as soon as I wake up, I do the balancing of my right and left channel, and then I like do 5 to 10 minutes of meditation. So it's that fine if I do it regularly.
Yeah, that's really good. And do you feel something in yourself or on top of the head or on your hands? Do you feel either a different
No,
state? Oh, okay. All right. So you see, so that's something you need to achieve to feel, to get this connection with your Kundalini, with the vibrations. Or I mean, because it's not, you know, some people won't feel anything on their hands. It happens, but they'll definitely feel within themselves like more relaxed stuff. So that's one thing you have to understand. Satya Yoga, it's not mechanical. We do these things, we do these movements with our hands and all that, but it has to be felt as an experience, right? And every day, and it will be. You'll see it will happen. So we just need to figure out a way, like you and we can help you figure out a way how to do it. But I think so today, like at the end, I hope you can stay all the way to the end and then let me know, because we'll actually, today's topic is Mother Kundalini, and then we'll also put our attention more to our hands, how we feel on top of the hands, this manifestation of her power, of the all-pervading power, how we feel that, and because it's a guided meditation, because we collectively, even though we sit in front of our computers, everyone in a different part of the world, we get connected through these elements, you know, and then that can really help you reach to that level where you start feeling, you become secure about how you feel about the meditation, about the effects of it, and then, you know, you'll also enjoy more. It's less mechanical, it's more experience wise, right? The time you take for meditation. And then I think,
oh yeah, exactly the same.
Yeah, hello.
Sorry, yes, I realized I'd unmuted myself. So we're going to have to leave early today because we're in the UK and it's Mother's Day.
Okay, all
so
right.
The family are going to arrive. We're going to try and get as much of the session in as we can before the family arrive.
Okay, all right.
Don't think we're rude when we have to leave early.
No problem. No, yeah. I understand. I know sometimes it happens, but yeah, if you know, for everyone, also unmute, let me know if you felt something all the way at the end. Today we'll have a little short video about Shrimataji, because on Tuesday it's her on the 21st. We'll be celebrating the 100th anniversary of her birth. So we'll have a short, like 10-minute video. And I'm sure Rahul can also share that later on in the chat, right, of the side room. So everyone who has to leave earlier can watch it. It's just a little documentary about her life, so we can all understand how she was and what she did. What a great job, you know, to raise this energy in us. So just to let you know, watch out for that video so you can watch it later or tomorrow or anytime, right?
Thank you very much for the session anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll say goodbye before the end, before we have to leave.
Okay,
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so today's topic is Mother Kundalini. So we'll go to the basic of it. We'll through meditation we'll work even more than normally, asking her to take care of things. She is our individual mother. So with this in understanding in our heart, if we understand it in our spinal cord or in our subtle system in this on the central channel, she resides and she can rise only there. And that whatever we're doing with this meditation, wherever we're putting our hands and our attention, we're really only helping create a little bit more space for her to be able to rise a lot more of our Kundalini. Our Kundalini, I'm sure you've heard, there's something like 108 to the power of 21, something like that. Like it's an enormous number of strains of power that Kundalini consists of. And at the beginning, only a few of these strains will rise, and we'll already feel this on top of the head, but her whole power, and that's something we all have inside of us, it's so much greater. And whenever we, like together with her, we manage to achieve that enough of our Kundalini can come through. Because the thing with her is that she's our individual mother. She's the best mother, like a mom without mistakes, right? So she'll never like forcefully open a chakra. She'll never hurt us. So slowly, our chakras will open. Depends on our state, right? How we are, and the more they open, the more of our Kundalini can go through, can rise, and then the cleansing is even stronger. And then we reach this, thanks to her, this state where our witness state and our thoughtless state is completely effortless. It's like you can just sit, you can watch everything, and you're completely in meditation, and no thought even comes close. And this kind of state of meditation we have to slowly achieve, because then, everything works faster and it's more clear, right? But it's something we need to experience. So that's why these collective meditations, as I said before, they are so powerful and helpful, especially at the beginning. Yeah, so she, and like here on the chart, we can see she resides in this triangle. It's like the triangular bone called sacrum above the first chakra. And when she rises, and she'll only rise when our first chakra is strong enough, and usually that's always the case. And then she pierces through all the other 6 chakras, comes up through here, through the Sahasrara, and then here when we can see this 1,000 petaled lotus, this is when the entire top chakra is open, and that these petals of Sahasrara, they're really like catchment flames that catch this all-pervading power that's around us, which then flows through us again, and we feel that on our hands and inside ourselves, sometimes within our chakras also, a cool breeze, and that nourishes and clears our chakras, which then, since our chakras are the core of ourselves, right? There'll be that looks after our emotional and physical body and mental state and everything. So consequently, it can cure ourselves. I mean, can be cured, can be put in balance. We can achieve this kind of balance. So we'll also listen to Shimataji's talk about Kundalini. And as I said, we'll finish about 10 minutes earlier to watch that video. So is there anyone here for the first time? Then you don't know, we always do the foot soak. You have to, hopefully you will get ready for the next time. It's an awesome technique. A bucket like you see on the picture, a little pitcher at the side just to rinse the water, because we put the salt also in that bucket. And this technique it's great. You don't need to do much except for bringing it in, but it really helps clear our system, our left and right channels, our chakras, everything, without us doing much more than putting our feet into the water. All right. So, and if there's anyone, Rahul, you are probably more familiar. Is anyone here for the first time that we need to explain how to raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan?
I think Imelda is joining first time.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the next slide. We'll start our meditation now. So I hope the buckets are ready for everyone who's been joining before. If you just joined and you didn't know about the footsoak, make sure next Sunday you have it ready, because we always do that. So here is a picture of how we raise our Kundalini and then put ourselves into Bandhan. It's really simple. And if you find it difficult, or if you're not sure exactly how to do it, don't worry about it. We always do that. And we also send you a video where you can then at home watch slowly how to do it. But basically what we do, we take the left hand and then we go along the entire, our entire subtle system. So from the first chakra up to above the head, and we can watch the palm. So you just watch your left palm as it goes up, while the right palm is spinning around. So you're just spinning your right hand around the left. The left is only moving up, right? Like that. And you can watch your left hand at that time. Now, once we reach the top, I'll move here a little back, we do what we call a knot, just like that. You do a knot. All right. So just a virtual knot, as if you want to tie your Kundalini above the head. So, and we do this 3 times. First time we do 1 knot. Second time we do 2 knots. And the third time we do 3 knots. And then Bandhan, I'll also explain that before we start Bandhan. We just take the right hand. The left is simply resting on the lap, just like it's in the picture. And then we go to the left hip with the right hand. And then we just go in a horseshoe shape. We draw the horseshoe shape with our right hand around ourselves. And we go there and then back again. And that's 1 Bandhan. Bandhan is the protection for our chakras. So we have 7 chakras and we do 7 these bandhans, this protection, like we draw this horseshoe shape around ourselves. All right. So I hope your footsoaks are right in front of you, because first we'll raise our Kundalini, then we'll do our footsoak. And we'll start by sitting as straight as possible, that you're still, of course, you have to be comfortable, no pains in the body. Sit in a way that you feel comfortable, that your attention is not lost on some uncomfortable posture. But if you can, sit as straight as you possibly can without any pain on a chair or anything. So let's take a deep breath in and let's breathe out. Let's breathe in again and breathe out, and relax the muscles on your head, on the neck, shoulders, back, arms. And now, very slowly, with attention, let's raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. So first, we'll bring up our hands, spinning, and tie 1 knot. Then we'll do it again. Our attention can be on the left palm. That's the hand of desire. And then we do 2 knots. Now the last time, we bring up our hands and we tie 3 knots. We'll then take the right hand, bring it to the left hip, and just take it over your head to the right hip and back. And this is first bandhan for the first chakra. And then we can say, Mother Kundalini, please protect my second chakra. Then we bring our attention to the stomach area. Please protect my third chakra. Please protect my heart. Mother Kundalini, please protect my Vishuddhi. That's the 5th chakra in the throat. We bring our attention to the head and do the bandhan for the head. And finally for the 7th chakra on top of the head. And we can bring our hands together, slightly bow from our heart, and we can ask Mother Kundalini, please purify me and help me achieve deep meditation. So let's now bring our feet into the foot soak, place it into the water. Just relax, keep your hands on the lap. And we'll take now the right hand, place it towards the ground. Place it towards the ground. And we'll ask Mother Earth, please absorb all the heaviness from my left side. We're now balancing the left side, and slowly the vibrations on the left hand should also become lighter, or the sensation cooler and lighter, pleasanter. Mother Earth, please absorb all my nostalgic ideas and attitudes. And please remove any kind of fear that comes from conditioning. And as we know, this left side is the side of desire. So we can here ask Mother Earth, please remove all the impure desires from me, all the desires that don't bring me joy. Please remove all these kind of desires from me. Now we'll swap hands. We'll bring the right hand to the lap and take the left hand up, palms facing backwards. And here we'll release all the heat of the right side into the ether, into the sky. But we can ask Mother Kundalini, please remove all this heat from my right side. May it all go into the sky. Remove all the worries about the future, all my futuristic attitudes, all my thinking about the future. Just remove all that so I can relax and stay in the present. Now we'll take both our hands and we'll place them towards the ground. So just towards Mother Earth, allowing all the problems of our first chakra to be removed into the Mother Earth. Mother Earth, please purify my first chakra and absorb all the problems of my first chakra. Mother Earth, please awaken the quality of innocence in me so I can enjoy this life just like a little child without being bothered too much about the past or too much about the future. Mother, please make me innocent. And Mother, please make me spontaneous and wise. Now we'll bring both our hands back on our lap. And let's see, just for a little while, let's put our attention on how we feel on our hands, on the palms. Is there any difference than before? You don't need to tell me that now, just for yourself to see what is the sensation now. If you have some tingling or some pain, or is there cool breeze? And if there is cool breeze, is it in the fingers or at the palm? And now we'll continue our meditation, our clearing along the chakras upward. And first thing we'll do, we'll take the right hand and we'll bring it to the left void. That's the area around the green big area. It's at the tummy area. And here on the left side, we need to understand that we must become, or we must be, our own masters. that it's important not to do things because we can't help ourselves, or we are addicted, or we are, I don't know, too weak not to do that, something like that. But that we are our own masters. And in Saja Yoga, we even become our own masters in the sense that we can really help ourselves when we understand these vibrations, the catches on our hands, how they can tell us which chakras need attention. So all that we must understand when we hear say, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. Affirmatively and strongly to yourself, just say, I am my own master. Nothing can overpower me, and nothing can control me. I am my own master. Not even my emotions will control me, or desires, or ambitions. But I am my own master, and I can master the part that my attention can be on my spirit and on my Kundalini. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. And now we'll bring our hand to the left hip, so down to the hip on the left side. And here we'll say again, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the impure knowledge, all the knowledge that's not the truth, and also all the desires that don't bring me joy, or basically don't bring me anywhere. Just make me run around chasing my tail. So here, shortly, for short, we'll just say, Mother Kundalini, please remove all impure knowledge and all impure desire. I am the pure knowledge, and I am the pure desire. Now let's take our hand to the heart, still on the left side. And here we can say a few times, I am the spirit. So I'm not just this body, this mind, the thoughts that come and go, the ego, the conditioning, or even the roles I play in this life. But I am the spirit, the pure, eternal joy and awareness. I am the spirit. Well, I'll check again how we feel on the hands, the palms. So we'll take now still our right hand and place it on Vishuddhi, on the fifth chakra here, wrap it around the neck. And here we'll ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my Vishuddhi, into my fifth chakra. Mother, you are my mother. You do everything for me. Please clear this fifth chakra. May the pressure of ego and superego become smaller so I can start to witness everything around me. So I can observe without thinking and without reaction. Please, Mother, make me a witness, a detached witness. Now we can bring our hand to the head, to the forehead. Let's allow our head to lean slightly on the hand. And just say a few times, I forgive. Letting go of all the problems of anyone that we are angry with. At least just for the time being, we can take this, we can allow these people, these situations not to be in our heads. Allowing ourselves to take time off and forgive right now everything. So we can relax and become free thoughts. I forgive. I forgive myself and I forgive everyone else. I forgive. Then we'll bring our hand to the back of the head. Just allow your head to rest on your hand. Wrap here at the back side of the head. And at this part of the sixth chakra, we can ask our Mother Kundalini to forgive us all that we are doing or not doing for our spiritual ascent, but without feeling any guilt, without feeling any responsibility for that. Just say, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me if I've ever done anything against my spiritual ascent. Please forgive me. Mother Kundalini, please forgive me. Now we'll bring our right hand down to the lap. Let's do just a few times. Let us bring, just like that, with our right hand along the central channel, up from the first chakra to the top. Just vertically, let's bring up our hand as if we want to help our Kundalini a few times to rise. Slowly, with attention, we can allow our attention to move slowly with our hand along all the chakras. Don't try to control things too much with your mind, just spontaneously. And you can maybe even feel how these vibrations are changing. You may even feel vibrations or the cool breeze coming out of your chakras as you go along them up. And then we'll now try above the head. Try for a while above the head. Find where the cool breeze is coming out. It can be pretty high up. Just see wherever you can find it. Keep your hand there and your attention there. And it's very possible that slowly it will be more, it will be stronger, the breeze. And we can again try also with the left hand. So just bring your left hand like that up above and see where the vibrations are. It can be stronger or not as strong. It depends on how we are with our Vishuddhi. But just keep your hand for a little while, that spot where vibrations are the strongest. And what we can also do is we can see and just do this in a little meditative way without too much reaction. If you feel above your hand, so you can check with your right hand above your left hand. There's vibrations coming out of hands. And then we'll swap and we'll do it also of the right hand. And just put then your hands back on the lap. We'll stay with this awareness of vibrations above the head and on our hands for a few moments, for a few minutes in meditation. So without doing anything, just stay in your footsoak a few moments. Now we'll finish this first part. We'll rinse our feet and remove the foot soak, put it at the side. And we'll now watch a short talk, a little less than 10 minutes, where Shri Mataji is explaining about Kundalini. So while listening to her talk, keep your attention on your hands on top of the head and try to stay in a meditative state when we do that. Right?
But after becoming realized, when you get your realization, then you achieve both the qualities simultaneously. You become a yogi inside and connected with the whole world. Your attention starts going outward. Because first the light is to be enlightened, and when light is enlightened, it gives the light. Now this Kundalini, the force within you, as is said, is pure desire. It's not only pure desire, but it is a purification desire. It has a power to purify. It's tremendous power it is. And this Kundalini thinks, organizes, knows, coordinates, blesses, and ultimately guides. So to go beyond the cause, we must understand that this Kundalini is the pure form. That means it is detached. Anything that gets attached is not pure. Anything that gets spoiled is not pure. What we say gold is pure because it is untarnishable. Untarnishable. That's the quality of gold. So it is immaculate. It cannot be ruined, spoiled by anything except that there could be khand, as they call it, could be broken in between and thus weak. So now something that has a purifying quality, like a purifying agent, say take a simple thing like soap. So the soap, wherever you apply, will clean. Kundalini, wherever it will go, it will clean, it will nourish. This is one quality that we must understand, that it is not tarnishable, it cannot be spoiled, it cannot be ruined. Moreover, it cleanses, it nourishes. But because it thinks, it knows how to nourish you up to what point, how to go, how far to go, or it stops. But thinking is not vocal. It doesn't say anything. But when it goes around these chakras, it makes a sound. And these sounds are made because the movement of Kundalini through these chakras creates a non-percussion sound pass through these, creating sounds, and these sounds are then jotted down or heard by great saints and used in the phonetic language of Sanskrit. That's why Sanskrit is supposed to be the purest language. But you need not know Sanskrit now. There's no need. Because the deities know that you don't know the Sanskrit language. Now, this purifying fire within you, or the purifying force within you, or the power within you, goes and first of all enlightens our attention, which is in this part. As you see the green part, this is the attention is. But the movement of attention then starts moving in all directions. Now when your attention is enlightened, what we call, you become collectively conscious. But still, how do you go beyond cause and effect is the point. Now this Kundalini being pure, no cause can be attached to it. No cause whatsoever. So if you can enter into the Kundalini on the principle of it, no cause can get attached to it. That's how you go beyond cause and effect. But how do you enter into the Kundalini? That's the main point. Main problem is, how do we enter into the Kundalini? Supposing you are paying attention to me and I say pay attention to yourself, you cannot. Even if Kundalini rises, your attention is attracted inside, still you cannot pay attention inside. So how do you pay attention inside? Is through this enlightened attention. This attention, which is enlightened, has a power to take your attention inside to the Kundalini. And that's how you enter into the realm which is detached. That's like fortress. Nobody can enter in there. So when you are in thoughtless awareness, when you are not thinking, you are in your fortress, nobody can jump at you, nobody can trouble you, all the causes drop out. That is why it is necessary first to practice, to be in that thoughtless awareness through the practice of Sahaja Yoga to begin with. So that you learn how to enter into that state, how to enter into that state. But first and foremost thing is that your Kundalini must be awakened, then it must be allowed to move properly. You must cooperate, you must know how to do it and raise it so that you keep it at least, if not above, at least in the brain. But best thing is, if it comes out, then you have no tensions, no worries, because everything that you have passes into your attention. Attention touches the Kundalini because you are a realized soul and leaves it in the force of the Kundalini, in the current of Kundalini, and this current takes away everything that is out. And that's how you are cleared. This is a very, very simple way of explaining how you go beyond cause and effect. And this is what happens. But for that, it is necessary that you must learn how to enter into your Kundalini, how to keep your attention enlightened. Now it's very easy. Your attention gets involved into anything through your thoughts. Because when your consciousness entered into you, being the prismatic plane, like a prism, your attention has gone out. Now to keep this attention detached, you have to make it a pure attention. To begin with, you must try to put attention inside, to be a witness, try to be a witness. But how? How will you know that you are a witness? You have to be in thoughtless awareness. When you are in thoughtless awareness, then what happens? That you are detached. You are seeing everything. There are many people who talk about thoughtless awareness. You'll be surprised. I have heard some gurus, they might have, I don't know, because I went to America a long time back and they must have recorded it or whatever it is. They talk of it. But there isn't anything way of doing it. Kundalini is the only way you can go into thoughtless awareness. Your attention can go.
So now we can again bring our attention to top of the head just by massaging the top of the head. Just massage your Sahasrara slowly, clockwise, but you can press firmly so that the scalp's moving. Just press on top of the head. Move this area, massage it. And here we can ask Mother Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please remove all the obstacles to my spiritual ascent. Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my connection to the all-pervading power. And Mother, please let me feel this all-pervading power manifest on my hands and in my chakras, the Sahasrara. And also, please take me into a thoughtless state, to the state where I can meditate, where there is no thought coming. So now we keep our attention on top of the head, and we can again see how we feel above the head, how the vibrations are flowing. Just keep your hand up there, wherever you feel the cool breeze. And then swap hands and see with the other one also. Now, bring both your hands to the lap and keep your attention on your palms, on the vibrations that you hopefully feel now on your hands. But if you don't, still keep your attention on top of the head, where we just pressed, and also on your hands, because now we'll enter the final stage of meditation where we'll try and reach at least moments of state without a thought, any thought. And then at this state, our Kundalini will be able to work more, to clear more, so we can actually feel more at the end. But now when we are in this state, if a thought comes, don't get upset, but also don't get involved with it. You can tell that thought later, or not now. Try to catch them with your attention and neutralize them. Now, as I said, keep your attention on top of the head and on your hands. And just ask Mother Kundalini, please bring me into meditation. Now we can slowly open our eyes, and we'll wrap up today's meditation by raising our Kundalini and then putting ourselves into Bandhan, just as we did at the beginning. So raise your Kundalini 3 times. Then we do 7 bandhans, 1 for each chakra. And we'll bring together our hands, and we can, from our heart, feel the gratitude for our meditation and thank our Kundalini and also Shri Mataji for realizing this, bringing this about. And as I said at the beginning, it's a special time. On Tuesday, there is the 100th anniversary. And with Rahul, we got a short documentary ready so we can see who
the ancient land of India, a land once divided amongst warring kings and princes, a land troubled over centuries by the occupation of foreign powers, until in the middle of the 20th century, India achieved independence and freedom from those who had ruled her for 300 years. India achieved her birthright of freedom. One of the young leaders of this campaign for political freedom was a medical student now known as Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, who has since that time dedicated her life to another kind of freedom, the freedom of the spirit through self-realization and the practice of Sahaja Yoga.
It's your birthright as a human being to become the spirit. That is what Sahaja Yoga is. Saha means with, and Jai is born. Born with you is the right. To get this yoga is the union with the divine. It is your birthright. As a human being, you are, as I told you, at the epitome of evolution. And it has to work out. But please open your hearts and open your minds.
The unique experience of self-realization takes place when the primordial energy, called Kundalini, is correctly awakened by someone who has already experienced and mastered their own self-realization. Shri Mataji has explained that the Kundalini is the power of our spiritual ascent, found in the triangular bone at the base of the spine called sacrum by the Greeks. It is the power of our pure desire. When awakened, the Kundalini rises spontaneously through 6 subtle centers called chakras. The Kundalini then emerges through the fontanella bone area at the top of the head, emitting a cool breeze that can be felt there as well as on the hands. In her desire to offer self-realization to mankind through Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji constantly traveled the world.
I'm not here to take anything from you,
Yo no he venido aquí a tomar nada de ustedes,
nor for a vote from you. I'm not a politician.
y tampoco he venido a hablar porque yo no soy una política.
I'm here to give you the key of your own wealth.
Und sie entdecken ihre eigene Ruhm und den ihres Nachbarn.
There's a big inner revolution that is coming up,
Es ist eine fantastische innere Evolution, die aufsteigt,
which is silent, joyous.
die ruhig ist, friedvoll.
And is going to change the whole humanity.
Und sie wird die ganze Menschheit verändern.
Когда так много ленинградцев мгновенно, одновременно получили реализацию.
This was the dream of Lenin,
И это была, можно сказать, в этом была мечта Ленина,
who was a realized soul himself.
который, если вы не знаете, также был человеком
That
реализованным.
he wanted to have stateless state.
И его идея об отмирании государства в государстве...
Those who have felt cool breeze in their hands or from their head, please raise both your hands, please. So many. May God bless.
डोक्याच्या वर अदांतरी तर अदांतरी ज्या लोकांच्या हातात किंवा डोक्यात थंड थंड असं वाटलं असेल किंवा काहीतरी अशी ऊर्जा वाहते असं वाटत असेल त्या सगळ्यांनी दोन्ही हात वर करायचे. अशा गती आल्यासारखं वाटलं. त्या सर्वांनी दोन्ही हात वर करायचे. दोन्ही.
Shri Mataji was born in 1923 in the very centre of India, near the town of Nagpur.
Actually, I was born like this, in a very enlightened family, I should say. My father was a very enlightened man, and he was member of the assembly, Central Assembly. He was the member of the Constituent Assembly.
It was her father who took her to see Gandhi when Shri Mataji was a young girl. Gandhi recognised something unique in her and suggested that the child spend some time with him at the ashram, where she became a frequent visitor over the years. At the end of the 90s, the crowds who came to her public programs numbered in their thousands. But when Shri Mataji started teaching Sahaja Yoga in India back in 1970, it was only with a mere handful of people. Then, in 1973, Shri Mataji went to live in London. Her husband, Mr., now Sir C.P. Srivastava, had been elected Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization, an agency of the United Nations. One of the effects of Kundalini awakening through Sahaja Yoga has been to help people with all kinds of serious addictions, such as drugs and alcohol, and illnesses such as diabetes and cancer. Impressive results have attracted the attention of the medical profession. Dr. David Spiro is a general practitioner in London who has studied the application of Sahaja Yoga as a form of treatment and who has seen many cures for a variety of problems and a marked increase in the general good health and well-being of people who practice Sahaja Yoga.
I've been involved with Sahaja Yoga and the work of Shri Mataji for about the past 10 years. In India, there's been some scientific studies which have shown the physiological effects of Sahaja Yoga as a form of meditation, and some other studies on two particular illnesses, asthma and hypertension, which have shown very interesting results. They've shown, for example, much larger drops in blood pressure than have ever been demonstrated before by any other form of relaxation or meditation.
People around the world have been finding that the awakening of the Kundalini and the practice of Sahaja Yoga have helped to solve a wide variety of problems of all kinds. Now, at the beginning of the 21st century, Sahaja Yoga is being practiced in some 70 countries.
They have all combined together, integrated together, so peaceful. They have lost all these conditionings of their so-called man-made religions or their man-made boundaries of nations and man-made ideologies. The way there are so many political changes taking place so dramatically and so fast, one should expect a very beautiful world.
So that was it for today. And if you have some questions, or if there was something unclear, Imelda, if you've been here for the first time, let us know if, there was something you didn't know what we're doing or have some questions about that. Anything?
I've been doing it since last year. Yes. I just haven't been in the Sunday group.
Okay, perfect then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, very good.
Welcome. Very welcome. Come again. All right.
I will. Yes. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.